This video tutorial explains you how to create files in SPSS. SPSS is a statistical product and service solutions offered by IBM. SPSS is widely used in social science research. When you try to analyze data in marketing research, organizational behavior research, HR, finance, economics, SPSS will be a great helpful tool. All the data analytical tools like correlation, regression, moving averages, simple graphs, graphical presentations like bar graph, line graphs can be drawn with simple clicks in SPSS. So in today's session or in this video, I'll show you how to create files in SPSS. So to open a file or to open SPSS, go to the Start window, click on Start and go to All Programs. In all programs, try to find out IBM SPSS. So here is IBM SPSS statistics. Click on this and the next click on IBM SPSS statistics 20. IBM SPSS 20 is loading for you. And this is IBM SPSS. It says IBM SPSS statistics. And currently we are using version 20. So when IBM SPSS is loaded onto your system, you can see this window. This window is called Data Editor window. This window is called Data Editor window. And Data Editor window has got two views. One is the variable view, which we are seeing now. This is a variable view here. And another one is the data view. Variable view is used to define your variables from your questionnaire, whereas data view helps you to enter the data or enter the responses. So this data editor window has got a title bar. This is a title bar. Whatever the name that you give to your SPSS file is displayed here. As of now, it is showing untitled data set IBM SPSS statistics for data editor. So once you create a file name, it appears here. And next to this is a menu bar which has got a file, edit, view, data, transform, analyze, direct marketing, graphics, utilities, add-ons, window, and help. And next to this is your toolbar. Toolbar has got various tools which is for easy use. You have open the data tool, then save this document, print. So there is no need to get confused with the toolbar. Just simply take your cursor to the toolbar and put it on any tool. It displays the name of the tool. It's the value labels here. Now this toolbar is to split file. It's a variable definition toolbar. So now we'll see how to create files and variables here. So variables, when you define, you need to give a name of the variable. What type of it? Width, decimals, label, values, missing values, what to do with the missing values, columns, alignment, measure, and row. So I'll explain you with a simple example. For this, I have a questionnaire. I'll show you a questionnaire here. So this is a questionnaire which consists of various questions asking about a mobile service provider satisfaction levels. So here we have a questionnaire on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 is very unsatisfied, 2 is unsatisfied, 3 is a neutral, satisfied, very satisfied. So overall quality value, purchase. So these are various variables. Now each variable we create in SPSS to enter data. So in a question 1 is overall quality. Now we move to the SPSS data editor. So here name session column will enter name of the variable. So we are talking about our first question here is overall quality of a product. So we will write over I given a name over underscore QAL quality. Underscore is used because SPSS will not accept blank spaces in a variable names. So that's the reason why I given over underscore quality. The name can be up to 64 characters length. Now once you enter the name, then it asks you to type. Automatically SPSS gives you the inputs for a given variable. So automatically it is assuming it as a numeric with a width of 8 decimals, label and values missing column this. Now you can change this. So overall quality it is asking about numeric. So here you find a 3 dots. If you click this opens you a new window. So here this new window is asking for the input variable. What kind of an input you are giving? So here at a role it is showing that you are giving an input. Now this input, what type of input you are giving? Whether it's a numeric, comma separated, dot, scientific notation, date, dollar, custom currency, string, restricted numeric, integer. So as our questionnaire has got input variables like the numeric, that is if very satisfied, we are going to enter either 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 in our variable. So we are giving an input in the form of a numeric. So that's the reason why we select numeric. And here is the width. Width is the maximum number of characters that SPSS should accept for a given variable. Now, as width of our input numeric value is only 1 decimal, even then we take a width of 8 and decimal places of 2. So once you click on this, okay. And next is the label. Label is the name which actually appears, or the label that appears on output of the SPSS. So here we can define our variable. We can say simply write that overall quality of service provider. So here I typed the name, but only overall quality is appearing. Total label is not appearing. So what we can do is we can simply put a cursor here and drag onto its right until you can see the complete label. So now you can see overall quality of a mobile service provider. Variable names have certain restrictions. So and variable names are not shown in output. So that's why what we are doing is we are giving a label to our variable overall quality of a mobile service provider. And next it is asking for a values. Values are given in your questionnaire. So here are the values. So if a respondent enters or we enter 1 into the data, so 1 is very unsatisfied and 2 is unsatisfied, 3 is neutral, 4 is satisfied, 5 is very satisfied. So this is what we call as a values. Now we'll see how to enter a values. Now in a values column, click a values cell and you'll find these 3 dots. Click on this. This 3 dots shows that the window will open for you. So click on this and here it gives you the values. What our questionnaire shows? Questionnaire shows 1 is very unsatisfied, 2 is unsatisfied, 3 is natural, 4 is satisfied, 5 is very satisfied. So we'll enter like this. So 1 is the value. If one numeric value is entered there, it means very unsatisfied. So once you click this, once you type this, 1 is very unsatisfied, click on add button. Now it is shown in this window. So 1 equals to very unsatisfied. So here you can see 1 along with the 2 decimal values, because in decimals you are given 2. That's why it is showing you 2 zeros here after this. We can remove this after entering the values. We'll show how to remove. Next, 2, when input variable is a 2 and a label is unsatisfied, click add and enter 3. 3 is neutral. Once you create it neutral, 3, and 4 is satisfied. 5 is very satisfied. And after 5 very satisfied, normally people assume that you have entered all the values and clicks OK. No, that it should not be like that. After this, you need to add it, and you have to confirm in this window whether you have entered all the 5 values or all the values for the given question or not. If you can see here, so 1 is very unsatisfied, 2 is unsatisfied, neutral, 4 is satisfied, 5 is very satisfied. And once you confirm this, then you can also go for a spell check. If there is any spell check is required, no spell check errors found. Click OK, then click OK. Now your values are labeled here. You can drag the screen, but 1 is very unsatisfied. And missing values is what you want to do if your system has what, or if you are given a missing values. No missing values. So say OK, and column width is this, and alignment is right. Alignment right in the sense in data view how this your number need to be aligned, whether on the left hand side, right hand side, or a center. Measure is, for this we are using a measure called as a scale. Is either it is an ordinal scale, nominal scale, or a scale. So as we are using a 5-point Likert scale, we gave it as a scale, and this is our input variable. So you are able to create one variable called as overall quality, a numeric type, the width of 8, decimals 2, and a label here, overall quality of a mobile service provider. And here you have a values, and missing values nothing to do. Alignment is a right, and your input variable is a scale and input. Now, once you created this, then we'll see how it appears in a data view. So in a data view, only the name of the variable appears here. So overall quality. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever the numbers appearing here, the rows and pertaining to each respondent. So within the questionnaire, for the first question, respondent 1 answers 3, we'll enter 3 here. So that's it. So here you can see your variable is aligned to the right and with the 2 decimal values. This is because in a variable view, you mentioned width and decimals is a 2. But for this questionnaire, as there is no need of a decimals, we simply make it to the 0. And alignment, we'll see alignment if we convert it to the center, what will happen. Now go to the data view. In the data view, now you can see overall quality value given is a 3 with no decimals and aligned to the center. This simple is how you can create variables in SPSS. Once as we created SPSS, one variable in SPSS, now we'll save our file. So we are saving a file. So save. We'll put it on desktop, give a name SPSS demo. Once I given a SPSS demo file name, click it on save, and this window what you are seeing is output viewer in SPSS. All the analysis that you run in SPSS are displayed in a separate window, and that window is called as output viewer. Your basic data editor window remains same, and whatever the analysis that you are doing here is displayed in a separate window called as output viewer. This is your output viewer. As you have created and save a file name, the SPSS is showing you save out file, see users desktop. So we can close this. Ask you to save the content, you can say simply no, and it is now. We'll create another variable. Here our second variable is value. So value, again the scale is same 1 2 3 4 5. So come back to data editor window, and here as you are given save your SPSS file, now it shows SPSS demo.sav. And our second variable is value. It is numeric and width is 8 decimals. As we said, we don't need any decimals. Simply you can press the down arrow to minimize or delete this and enter 0 directly. And here in the label, given a label for the question value. Value for money. Now coming to the scale, again you have to mention as with the previous scale, this scale also got a same values. That is, 1 is very unsatisfied, 2 is very unsatisfied, 3 is neutral, 4 is satisfied, 5 is very satisfied, which is similar to previous one. So what we do is we go to here, click, copy the values, directly here, right click on the values, copy the values, come to the next question, again right click and paste. So the values are pasted for you. That means if you have a redundant values, no need to type the values every time. Simply copy the values and paste. So it is center. Again, we want to change it to the center, and measuring is a scale. So scale. Now we'll see with another question. Now, purchase experience is question 3. So come back to here, create a value, create a name, purchase experience. It's a numeric, decimals. Directly delete this, enter the 0. Purchase experience of the customer. And the value labels are same. So simply right click on previous one, copy, come to this, again right click and click paste. Go to the alignment, wherever it is a right, make it into center and announce the scale. Now once you have done this, you can click on a save file, save this document. So already you have created a save. Every time you save your file, the output your window appears. So simply cancel this and say no. Now we go to the data view. In the data view, you can see first question, second question, and third question, and you can enter values here. For second question, response is 2. For third question, response is 4. So this is respondent 1, respondent 2, 2, 4, 4, respondent 3. Simply as many number of responses as you have, you need to go on entering the values which you get from get through administering your questionnaire 4, 4, 5. And once you are done with this, save your file. This simple is how to create and how to define variables in SPSS. So to revise, I'll explain you that this window is called as data editor window. And data editor window has got two views. One is a variable view and second one is a data view. And data editor window has a title bar which defines the title of your file. So for this file, as you know, we are given file name as a demo.spss demo. Here is the file name SPSS demo, and file extensions for SPSS files is .sav is a file extension for SPSS. File extension is .sav. Next to this is you have a file. This we call as a menu bar. You have a file, edit, view, data, transform, analyze, direct marketing, graphics, utilities, add-ons, windows, help, followed by a toolbar. And this is a great place where you have to define the variables and enter the data. In the variable view, there is variable view which is highlighting here with an yellow shade is a variable view. So that means variable window is open for you. In a variable window, we define our variables. So variables has got a name, what type of variable it is, whether it's a numeric, character, or comma, dot. Then it's a width, what is the maximum number of characters that you enter for a given input value, and you want it for decimal values or zero decimals. And a label and values. Values are given in your questionnaire. So here we have a questionnaire. So overall quality for 1, we are saying that unsatisfied, 2, unsatisfied, 3, neutral, 4, satisfied, 5, very satisfied. These we call as values. So you need to define your values for each question. And missing number, what to do with the missing numbers, and column width, alignment, whether you want it on the center align, left align, or a right align, and whether your given input is scale, ordinal scale, nominal scale, or a ratio scale, and input type. So here this shows you, we'll see, go to the data view. In the data view, you can see the numbers, that is for respondent 1, respondent 2, respondent 3. For questionnaire 1, that is question 1, overall quality, rated 3, that is neutral. Here unsatisfied, here is satisfied. Now here you can see this one which we call as a value labels. Value labels, by clicking a value labels button, you can convert the values in a given cell, that is values in this cell. So you have 3, 2, 4, 2, 4, 4. These are numerics. Now by clicking a value labels, you can convert it into numerics to text, text to numeric. So we'll see, but now it is in the numerics. By clicking this, we are converting it into text. So now it shows neutral, unsatisfied, satisfied, unsatisfied, satisfied. And if you want to put it back to again to the neutral, the numeric one, click on numeric. Now the difference is when it is in a text. If you are entering here, it pops you up a list window. So you can select very unsatisfied, unsatisfied, neutral, satisfied, or very satisfied. It takes you very satisfied. But as a practice, as our questionnaire gives you the answers of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it will be easy for us to use numeric format only. This is how we create files in SPSS. Now just to have an overview of analyze, we'll see what all statistical analysis that we can run using SPSS. So to run any analysis in SPSS, we go for a analyze menu. In analyze menu, we have our reports, we have a descriptive statistics like frequencies, descriptives, explore, crosstabs, ratios, PP chord, plots, QQ plots, and we have a tables, customs tables, multiple response tables, compare means, like your one-way sample t-test, independent t-test, paid t-test, analysis of variance, and general linear models, generalized models, correlation, regression, log linears, neutral networks, classifications, that is two-step cluster, k-mean cluster, hierarchical cluster, dimension reductions like factor analysis, scale reliability, non-parametric tests, one sample, independent related, forecasting, survival, multiple response. So these are all the statistical analysis which you can do with ease in SPSS. So I guess this video will help you on how to create a SPSS files. Thank you.